some halachot? Ilchot Lashon Hara. What does it mean speaking badly? Speaking bad tongue. Literally, that means Lashon Hara, bad tongue. It's not why we were given a tongue. We're giving a tongue for a mouth, the power of speech. It's a power to create. And it's a very powerful power. What makes us human, what makes us the, let's say, the peak of all creation. We are ruling the world over the animal kingdom, over the plant kingdom, over the world, is the power of our speech to communicate. With that power, we can build, and with that power, we can destroy. The power was given to build. Pasuk says, "Lo telech rachil ba'amecha." Don't go speak badly amongst your people. He goes from one person, he says, listen, this is what someone did, this is what I heard about him. That's what you say, Lashon Hara. When you say, this is what I heard about him, did you know that this is what he did? And it's something negative. That is the Isur of Lashon Hara. Even if it's true, if it's something negative or shows that person in a negative light, I saw him, he got so angry, this is what he swore at me, that. Now, why do you need to say all of that? That's Lashon Hara, that's it. Keep quiet, good for your own health, good for him, good for Am Yisrael. Not only that, Over belav ve'avon gadol, gorem להרוג נפשות מישראל. לכך נשמח לו, that's why it says, לא תעמוד על דם רעך. The pasuk says, after לא תלך רכיל בעמך, it says, don't stand on the blood of your friend, of your neighbor. And he said, this is the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. He says from this master. יש עוון גדול מזה, is Lashon Hara. That when he speaks badly about his friend, אף על פי שהוא אמת. But somebody who speaks lies, sheker, he makes up something bad. That's called motzi shem ra. You're giving him a bad name, and that according to some opinions, is worse. This Lashon Hara person is, if you're saying something bad, it's called motzi shem ra. If you're saying something truthful, it's Lashon Hara. Both of them are not allowed. You say, this is what he did, this is what his parents used to do, this is what I heard about him. All of these things, which is anything negative. The pasuk says, "Yikaret Hashem kol siftei chalakot." And somebody who listens to Lashon Hara, is there any issur to listen to Lashon Hara?
But what do you mean? You the sur merav hasetov. You need to move away from it. Otherwise, you're participating in it. You are a passive partner.
Yeah, it's passive partner. Who would you say is worse? Someone who's speaking or someone who's listening?
No, obviously someone is speaking.
See, that's what I would say. Someone speaking. But the halacha is not like that. Somebody who listens is makeh by Lashon Hara is even worse than the person saying it. Why?
Although the Torah is referring to Tzarat for the one who speaks.
You're right. That's true. That's true. It is machlokes between the Rambam and Chaf Yitzchak. But on one time he's worse. Why is he worse?
He's encouraging it.
He's encouraging it. If you would walk away, or if you say, listen, I don't want to hear this, you're saving him and you're saving yourself.
It's like you become a partner for
in crime, and you're encouraging it. If you wouldn't just tell him to keep quiet, then you'd save him and save yourself. Now, by the fact that you're listening, you're encouraging, and you give an opportunity to talk. So you're over even lifnei iver lo titen mechshol, because you're causing him to speak about it. I remember I was once at a table, and it was a friend of mine. It was when we were young in yeshiva, and we were all talking, and I don't remember even what we were talking about. He said, "I don't want to hear this." Yeah, he actually went like this, Lashon Hara, yeah. And then the person was like, "Yeah, no, I was just saying," and carried on saying that. He got up from the table and he just walked away to another table. And I was very impressed with that. I have a lot of respect for him for doing that. But he actually stopped the actual Lashon Hara which was going on. Yeah, it takes a bit of courage to do that. Okay, maybe we'll do one more halacha. Does anybody have a question about Lashon Hara?
No, but I just wanted to maybe. No, sorry.
Chawad.
It's something. It's not related to Lashon Hara. It's related on the man who is without children, who's considered dead. And my opinion is, that he might be is considered dead is because if we're here to recreate Peru and someone doesn't, then their existence is pointless. Not not in a harsh way.
Yeah, it is limited. It's one of the most difficult ways to express, to understand. I'm going to tell you the simplest way of understanding it, okay? That the biggest form of giving is giving to a child, okay?
Creating or giving to a child?
Giving. No, the biggest form of giving. What HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a tov umetiv. He gives good and gives to others. He gives to us, right? How does a person feel alive? When you feel you can give, okay? So what can you give from yourself? You can give, if you have money, you can give money. If you're poor, you can't give anyone anything because you need it for yourself, right? If you're blind, what can you give? You can't even give yourself. You can't give to anyone else. You feel like you're dead. If you have children, you give to your children. It gives you a sense of living. Feel like I'm alive. I'm giving to them. I'm reading them a story. I'm teaching them about life. I'm their teacher. I'm the provider. I'm the comforter. I'm someone who's giving. It's someone who's a mitzvah. He can't give anything because he's not allowed to go near anyone. He has to be excommunicated and he goes outside. All of those are signs of non-life. Okay, it's not that he's a misken or he doesn't have children. It's not. He doesn't have that sense of being alive. Doesn't have that sense. Right? That's just a simple level. Thank you for that question. Okay. So, any other further questions? No,
yeah,
okay.
maybe just about when they shave their body and their face.
Yes.
So how could they, considering the fact they need to shave their face with the knife, but
with the towel.
Yeah.
So there's an exception of this. Obviously, the mitzvah. There's a mitzvah of aseh or the chalot aseh. Since it's one of the mitzvot aseh, then it's doche. Also, we find that with Levim, they also used to shave.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Thank you for that question. So, Bez Hashem, let's take that message with us. Let's look at the broader point, broader picture, the emunah, what we learn. Like your fingers, hair breadth, every hair is different. Let's remember that power of being alive, of feeling that self-worth. Let's be careful of the lessons of this week's parasha.
But I think my apologies for interrupting, but I think there is something bigger here. Because not saying Lashon Hara is a tactical fix to something much bigger. So if you think of פרקי אבות, לא לדון כל אדם לכף זכות, ולא לדון על אחד שיתסם טוב במקומו וכו' וכו'. So there is a bigger opportunity there actually at the deeper level to see good, think good, to ללמד זכות, not to judge.
So that's exactly, that's the point. That's the point of that was really the whole shiur about that. So look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the one point. Don't be focused on that. Look positively. Have the emunah and the belief that everything is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You don't need to speak bad about anyone. If you look at the good side, like you love everyone, you love yourself, you love your family, you speak good about them, speak good about others. And you actually feel, if you ever have that feeling that you wanted to say Lashon Hara and you stopped.
That's a big mirror.
How'd you feel?
You feel good, but you get rewarded from above.
Of course, but why do you feel so good about that?
Because you prevented yourself from.
Yes, so obviously it's a success, okay, and you feel good about you know that you did the right thing. But making you think on a deeper level, I think it's also something bigger. You feel that God is with you. You feel a step closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You say, listen, I could have said this. Maybe we would have all laughed about it. But I appreciate that, and I've come closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in that sense. I think that's a tremendous, great feeling about that.
That's comforting, Rabbi. Sorry, it was I think yesterday or 2 nights ago. It was really late, and I wanted to pray of it. And I said to myself, "I'm just so tired. I'm not good." And I got off my feet and I prayed.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
That gives me what you just said now is a sign that God is closer.
Yeah, absolutely. You feel that sign. You feel like you're doing something, and you've just stepped up yourself. You've lifted yourself. You made a sign. I think that's one of the greatest things that you can do. You can do, and you acknowledge that the only reason why I'm doing this is because I know God is watching me. God is with me. Only someone who feels that can stop himself in any situation like that. Right, I thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Rabbi.
I hope you enjoyed the show. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thanks.
Thank you.